Well, my name is Marit Maij. I've been a member of parliament for a year and a half now for the Dutch Labour Party, the PvdA. And before that, I worked as a diplomat for 16 years, also on Africa issues. I am in the committees of European Affairs and the Committee for Asylum and Migration, spokesperson for my own party. And before, I was also in the Committee for Development Cooperation. These issues, they are all very much interlinked. The European cooperation with the African continent, but also the bilateral relations we have as individual countries. And you see that our relationship as Europe with Africa is changing. It's changing from, let's say, a more development cooperation relationship to a more equal relationship, which I think is really very good. And especially an organization like AWEPA, I think can do a lot when it comes to bilateral cooperation between parliaments, improve the role of parliament, and also look at things that I think are really important. That is the democracy, the rule of law in countries. Also in the countries that are doing economically well in Africa, you see that there is still improvement possible when it comes to rule of law, when it comes to democracy, when it comes to human rights. But on the other side, also here as European countries, we can learn. We can learn from the things that happen in Africa. We can learn from the, let's say, from the development of the parliamentary structures, which are much newer than the ones that we have here in the Netherlands. So maybe that we have here in Europe and also here in the Netherlands. And I think that's also something that is challenging for us. Of course, the first step is to have a larger number of women participating in politics, female representatives in parliaments, but also in local elections. Here in the Netherlands, for example, we have local elections coming up next week. And you see also here in the Netherlands, it's a challenge to have equal number or comparable number of women participating. So this is something which is for European parliaments, European local parliaments, and for African parliaments, I think a real challenge. And once you have a larger number of women participating, it's also important to have women participate in let's say, the more visible positions in parliaments. So to have, for example, here in the Netherlands, we have a speaker who's a woman, which is, right now it seems normal because we've had 3 female speakers, but 10 or 15 years ago, that was a real challenge. And to have heads of important committees being female. So not only having female representatives, but also having women in more important positions in the structure of the parliament. I think here, both in African parliaments as in European parliaments, is still a challenge. So it's something that we have to be very much aware of, and I hope it will continue to be one of the spearheads of AWEPA's policy.